Hello, dear students. Welcome to this video. It's your teacher, Jennifer, one more time. So the main purpose of this video is that you use it as a guide for our next class, okay? Because we are going to start covering some tips, strategies, and some explanations in order to help you to improve your customer service abilities, okay? So the class will start with a video, okay, that you can find in YouTube. Of course, I will provide the link. And in this video, you will be able to identify some expressions that will help you when you are having real conversations. We are going to explore a little bit more these expressions. Let's move on. For this section, I'm using the interactive whiteboard. I'm just write some of the expressions that we are going to find in the video. And here we have, for example, some expression to meet new colleagues. Good morning. Let me take you to your cubicle. Okay. Another example could be, let me give you a tour of our company. We are going to find some expression to request office supplies. What type of supplies do you need? That is like in an interrogative form, okay? And we're going to find some expression to offering help and ask permission. For example, I was wondering if you need any help. Another expression could be, for example, let me see, like, may I help you? That is like a shorter expression, but it will help you a lot, okay? As you can see, we can find different expression, for example, to meet new colleagues, to request office supplies, and to offering help and ask for permission, okay? So let's continue. Okay, people. So we are going to start with a series of vocabulary that will help you when you are having some real conversation, okay? Why? Because when you are talking with a native speaker or at least with advanced level person or spoken, maybe you will hear some expressions or words that sounds unfamiliar, and maybe it will be difficult for you to identify its meaning by themselves. That's why we are going to cover those some of those words. Here we have slang. Maybe you are asking what slang means because it's the first time that you hear about it. So what is slang? Slang is a type of language consisting of words and phrases that are regarded as very informal. You have to know that they are more common in speech than writing, and they are typically restricted to a particular context of or group of people. Okay, here I have an example. In the next slide, we have an example. The verb to hang out, okay? For example, if someone asks you where you usually hang out, they want to know in which place you prefer to be when you have free time. And if your friend asks you if you want to hang out with them, they are asking if you are free and if you want to spend some time together. Okay. And what about if you ask your friend what they are doing and they just answer hanging out? So it means that they are free and they are not doing anything special. So that's why you see how this verb could be hard to identify its meaning, okay? Here I have another example that is like a short conversation. Hey, it's great to see you again. And we must hang out sometime. I will love that. I call you soon. Okay, as you can see, they want to spend some time together. Here I have more examples of slangs. For example, frenemy. this combination of friends and enemy that describe a person who is a little bit of both, but as a friend with whom one experience regular conflict. Or for example, a bromance. This is like a compound word, the combination of brother and romance that describe an intense friendship between two estranged men. Another word is on point, that is understanding perfectly executed. And throw shade, that is its meaning is to throw shade means to insult or say something unkind about someone. So you see that you have to study those words in order to recognize the meaning. So people, we'll start with cognate. Let's start with cognates, okay? What is a cognate? It's another important kind of word that you have to recognize. A cognate, it's a word that is derived from the same source as another word, usually of a different language. For instance, the word doctor in English is a cognate of the word doctor in French, okay? And the word doctor in Spanish, all derived from the Latin word docere, which means to teach or to show. You see, they look very similar and they have the same meaning, doctor, okay? This is a cognate. And some languages, for example, Spanish, English, French, uh, Italian, Portuguese, they share some of those words because they come from the Latin roots. Okay, here we have more example of cognates. Let me show you. Here we have concert, concierto in Spanish, illusion, ilusión, family, familia, special, especial, problem, problema, vocabulary, vocabulario. So they are cognates, okay? Now we have the full cognates, or some people call them full friends. Why? Because students, you have to be careful and to pay attention to these words because they look very similar. And when you hear the word, you immediately relate the meaning with the meaning in your native language. For example, if your native language is Spanish, you relate the word with the meaning in Spanish. So let's see. A false cognate, it's a word that appears to be related to another word, but in fact is not, as it is not derived from the same roots. For example, pie in English means kind of cake. For example, a lemon pie, or an apple pie. Pie in Spanish means foot. And we have another example, for example, attendance. When you hear the word attendance, you think that attendance means like when you say in Spanish, atender, okay? It doesn't mean atender. Attendance means, for example, when you are taking a course and you are in the class, you attend the class, okay? Or for example, the list of attendance is the list of students that are in the class. Then we have assistance. That's no asistencia or something related with that. Assistance means when you help someone else. Lecture. That's not a kind of reading or a kind of, I don't know, like fairy tale or something like that. Lecture means when you are giving like a formal speech or you are giving like a formal class. This is a lecture, okay? Let's move on. So remember, guys, full cognates, these are words that look alike but they do not have the same meaning in English and Spanish. Here I have a list, for example, as I say before, pie. Uh, you can see the Spanish and the correct English word, okay? That is foot. For example, pie, foot. Robe, it's no ropa. That is in English have to be clothes, okay? We have soap, large, exit. You can read the Spanish word and the English word right there, okay? So finally, guys, we're going to finish this class studying phrasal verbs. Okay, that is important that you recognize this kind of those kind of words in real conversations. So that's why we're going to watch this short video together. Okay. So as you can see, this kind of words, it's too hard to identify its meaning by themselves, okay? By itself. For example, let's see, go through, okay? Undergo a difficult period. For example, look for, search for someone or something. For example, when you say, I'm going to look for information. For example, look up, search for in a book or other sources. I'm gonna look up I don't know, a new book. Come across, it's another example of a phrasal verb. Okay, let's move on. Okay, I think that this video it's I don't know, very useful because we can discover the real meaning of phrasal verb and how can we use them. Okay, so thank you so much. That's the end of this class. So I hope you really enjoy the lesson and see you next video. Bye bye.